Thank you so much. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Your Eminence, distinguished guests. I am at the end, and I have been going through, and large swathes of the things that I was going to say have been said much more eloquently and much more effectively by others. So I'm going to try and in some way sum up and reflect on some of the things I've heard. Just a little word on WeProtect Global Alliance. We are the largest and most diverse global network dedicated to ending child sexual abuse in the digital world. Our mission is to bring together experts to develop policies and solutions. We believe, as Nima said, this is a global problem that deserves a global solution, and that no single actor is capable of dealing with it single-handedly. I'm so proud and so happy to see so many allies and friends and supporters around the room here. I was so excited when I saw the attendee list to see both that there were so many people I knew, but also there were so many people that I didn't, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to meet and learn from them over the course of the past couple of days. I just want to go back to a line from Joanna's speech, which was that she has been working in the technology world over 4 decades. Joanna has forgotten more about technology than I have ever known. And she is recognizing that this is something that we haven't seen before. This is a paradigm shift. This is something that is happening so fast, as Selena said, and it is having so much impact that we are looking at a new industrial revolution. To navigate the world, we are having to get to grips with systems that are incredibly complex and that are not known to many of their users. This is not only a global issue, and a truly global issue. I love the acronym WEIRD. I am going to make my daily resolution not to be weird, because this is an issue that touches everyone, no matter where they are, and focusing on the places where the youth population is growing and is going to grow. It's the global south. This is a societal issue. This is something we can't deal with in a little niche set to one side. Oh, I work on this area, so I'm going to guard it, and it's going to be dealt with in this way. No, this involves, again, a paradigm shift in how we do business and how we approach. And so what I believe we need to do as an alliance and as a network is to bridge the policy and the practice. We've seen some really promising initiatives from Latin America, from Africa, from Europe, in terms of the legislation that's coming down the track. But legislation that sits on the statute book and is not implemented is not worthwhile, is not going to make the difference. I also salute the example that's been set by Germany to formalize these structures, to bake them in to how government engages, so that it's not just one parliament, one parliamentary term, that we start having a long-term view. We need to be interdisciplinary, and I applaud the Pontifical Academy of Science, which is an interdisciplinary attitude baked into its DNA, and World Childhood Foundation, which was talking about AI long before anyone else was. And I said to Your Majesty, you know, I remember the event that you hosted in 2019 in Stockholm. That was the first time I'd heard some of the concepts that we've now brought to a greater level of maturity, and hearing how those are being actually put into reality. We need to engage lived experience, and that requires time, it requires investment, and it requires trust and a willingness to listen, not to come with the solutions, but to come with an open mind and to recognize that there are things that we don't know. No matter how many letters we have in front of or behind our names, we have something to learn, because we are dealing with digital natives. We are dealing with people who have grown up with this technology. So I think to leave you all with, as the tail end person in this presentation, I think we need to be truly engaged. And that means we need to move beyond a kind of attitude where we're looking at someone else to do it. Because I think all of us have tremendous power to do things ourselves. And yes, there is a need for collaboration, but what are we bringing to the table? And we see our role as WeProtect Global Alliance to help and to support that through our tools, through our guidance, through initiatives like the Protect Us film, to bring the issue to the foresight, to the collaboration we just did with Thorn, Melissa there, in terms of horizon scanning, looking at what is coming down the track. And you can read that report on our website, weprotect.org, where we're trying not to be reactive, but to look at what's coming down the track and ensure that we have the preparation in place. And there's huge sections within that about predictive AI and about generative AI and practical recommendations about what we need to do next. But I think just to wrap up, we need to be careful of a culture of despair. We have been speaking about some very heavy, very uncomfortable topics. And I think for many people, when I describe what I do, they say, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you get up every day and engage with this? And I think it's because it can be prevented. It's not inevitable. And I think recognizing that we're here in the Vatican, I just want to read a verse that my mother, who's a woman of very strong faith, used to give to me when I felt, the world was getting me down. And I think it's applicable, I think, beyond the Christian faith to advice for life, really. And it goes like this: whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Think about the light on the end of the horizon. Think about what we can do as a community. There's a final line from a poem that I think we all need to take forward with us. Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Traveler, there's not a path. We make the path when we walk. Thank you.